Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Vijay, and I would like to thank all my new subscribers. And I got a very good response from my last video, that is on TRICEPS push down. So this will motivates me to create a similar content like this only. So today I am with a new exercise, that is skull crushers. So let us understand. This is also again for the triceps only. So let us understand this exercise with the help of load and force diagram. So you can clearly see here. So these are the things you need to have a look around. So LOE is like a line of effort, LOF is a line of force, LOW or LOR is a line of weight or resistance. This is what you need to keep in mind. And this one is F stands for force and WT stands for weight, and S stands for shoulder joint, and E stands for elbow, and W stands for wrist joint. So now let us understand the initial position. So whenever you are doing a skull crushers, you are laying down on the bench, or even you can do it on the floor. So here, this is with the barbell we are doing, not with the cable. So whenever you carry a barbell here, so this is your initial position. So you can clearly see here at the initial position, force and weight is both are exactly opposite to each other, and the line of force or line of weight or resistance is parallel with the line of effort. So you already know this is the line of effort. So you can call this is the line of effort that is getting from the triceps. And these two are, it stands for line LOF and LO, and that is line of force and line of weight or resistance. So this is clear. So at the initial position, force and weight are exactly opposite to each other. Now we will focus on the final position. So when you are here, so basically people what they will do here, instead of taking it up, so they will take in this, for example, you can write here a rough sketch. So from here, if they are, when they are doing it, they do in this direction. So basically they are applying the force in this direction. This is your elbow joint, this is your shoulder joint, and this is your wrist joint. But whenever you are doing this in this direction, the force you are applying in this direction. That means the line of effort is here, and the line of force is in this direction. So that means what? Both are not in parallel. See, if they are not in parallel, as per the load and force diagram, then this way of performing is not effective. So if you consider this diagram, you can see here, instead of taking a dumbbell or taking a barbell in this direction, so you can take it towards the ceiling. So you can take it towards the ceiling, that means in this direction, that you can clearly see here in this direction. In this diagram, the force is exactly creating in the upward direction, that is towards the ceiling. So if you consider this one, so here it is a line of effort which is created from your triceps muscle, and here it is a line of force, this is a line of effort. So here you can clearly see both are parallel with each other. That means as per the load and force diagram, this performing in this way is a most effective way, because when you are performing this, the stress at the joint will be very least, we can say, and then the force, the effort which is you are generating is completely from the triceps muscle only. So whatever the weight you are lifting it towards the ceiling or in upward direction, the whole load is taken from the effort which is created the triceps muscle. So this is what the technical part, the theoretical part completely. So now we'll move on to the, so that we'll understand this properly with the practical. So now we'll understand the practical thing. So today R is helping me. So whenever you are performing a skull crusher with the bar, so you can clearly see here how he is performing. So he is carrying the weight here and the bar. He is taking the bar, or he is generating a force in this direction. So from here it is going in this direction. Actually he is taking the bar forward. So what here you can see is if you are taking a bar forward, the force which is generating in this direction, the effort is in this direction. So both are not in parallel. That means this is not a effective way. That is what we learned from the theoretical part as well. So then what is the right way? So now you can clearly observe him. So what he is doing is, instead of taking the weight forward, he is taking the weight in the upward direction, or you can say he is generating a force in the upward direction. In this way of doing, what is actually happening is, the line of force is in this direction, the line of effort, which is created from the triceps, is in this direction. So basically both are in the parallel. That is what we concluded in the theoretical as well. When you are performing exercise, your line of force as well as your line of effort should be parallel to each other. This is how we need to perform a skull crushers in a most effective way. And now we are gonna show you even more effective way. It's actually a bonus tip for you. So to perform the skull crushers. So for that, what you need to do, you need to put the pen, set your pen to the inclination of around 45 degrees. So this is fine. So let me see. Okay. So now what actually happening here? Why it is more effective? So when you are keeping your shoulder, when you are doing with a flat bench, your like now from elbow to shoulder, this will be perpendicular with the torso. So at this time you don't have an initial tension in the longer of the triceps. So initial mechanical tension. But when there is a flexion in the shoulder, so clearly you can see here, as we understood from the theoretical part of the anatomy, our longer is crossing the shoulder joint. That means when there is a flexion in the shoulder, so you have initial mechanical tension in the triceps longet. Okay. So when you perform the exercise, so now also you can see here, as he already have a mechanical tension initially, and now he is performing and he is taking the load in the upward direction. That means he is generating a force in the upward direction, and this is the effort line and this is the force line. So as for the load and force diagram, this is also parallel. The effort line is also parallel with the force line, and even you have as because of the flexion in the shoulder, you have a tension in the initial mechanical tension in the triceps. So whenever you are doing for the next time the skull crushers, you just try this method. This is even more effective when it is compared to performing in a flat bench. I hope you guys understood both the practical and theoretical part. So what we concluded in this video is, whenever you are performing the skull crushers, instead of taking a weight forward, you can take the weight in the upward direction. That's it. That is, so you can see in this figure, that is what is to be discussed. So in this figure, it is clearly showing it is taking the barbell towards your body, or you can say forward. So instead of that, if you are taking it in the upward direction, that is towards ceiling, so it will be more effective. And at the end, even I have given the bonus tip as well. That also you need to consider if you want to create more stress on your longet of your triceps. So that's all for the day. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, stay fit, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye bye.